What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amish Space Station. Give me a moment. Want to make sure I'm live. Yep, and the audio is coming through pretty crisp. That works for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight hardcore on this because I haven't put out a lot of videos. I keep getting strikes. I get strikes on my music, because I'm not releasing it properly. For some of the music that I've been releasing. So, and a lot of it, I think it's from some of the videos like that. I Can't Breathe. I already knew I was going to get strike with that. I don't care. I'm going to try and make this pretty quick, but how much danger are we really in? I'm just going to put it right out there. Like, I don't know how well the stream is. I don't know. I hope it's in HD, so you can see it. I am going to get a little bit better with some of the connections that I got going on right now. But I didn't really start this channel to live stream because YouTube keeps deleting all the people that spread any kind of true information out. They just keep deleting all the people. So, if I am going to live stream, it's probably going to be over on BitTubers. But I do want to let you guys know, listen, it's really, really easy. For all my subscribers, anybody new, anybody that likes the content, can you please just go to the home page right here? I have a website. It's all under construction, so I'm not going to open that yet. Just click on the YouTube page, I'm a Space Station, and click the links in the right. Just follow me on Library, LBRY, and follow me on BitTubers and BitChute if you want. BitChute, I'm probably going to be a lot more raw. BitTubers too. I'm probably going to be crazy raw in there. You know what I mean? Say how I feel, and I'm not going to care about getting censored or anything. And pretty much I am going to say how I feel right here too, because like I said, I don't really care. YouTube can do whatever they're going to do. And that's that. I want to explain why we are here right now to anybody, any new guys, and any of you guys who actually know why we're in this situation. And I want to express how important it really, really is. And this is real clear and it's real easy to understand a lot of this stuff. So let me start. We have a tropical storm. Everybody's looking at look at the path of how far this storm is inland. This tropical storm, this hurricane, this upgraded, Laura downgraded, upgraded, blah, blah, blah. I want to explain to you guys why we are here, where we are right now. Why do we have these storms? We have storms because of this HAARP research facility, Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, lying about certain things being shut down. It's funded by the military, U.S. Air Force, the Navy, University of Alaska, Fairbanks, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. This is geoengineering. Do you all understand? Do you understand? We have all of these hurricanes, all of these tornadoes, all of these floods, all of these landslides, all of these snowstorms, all of this hail, all of these droughts, because of people like this, because we are paying money here, funding all of these people to screw us. We are really, really screwed. I'm just going to show you how screwed we are from my point of view. You can take it or you can leave it, because I am literally walking around with so many people and all of you look like dangers to me. Of course, you know who I'm talking about, people who are asleep. You're dangerous. Why are you dangerous? Because you have no idea what's going on, and you instantly involve the truthers like myself with your mask wearing, with your vaccinations. Everything you think is real, you pull us into it. Why didn't you vote? Why didn't you vaccinate? You're a danger. You are a danger to truthers, all of you. I realize exactly how crappy people are. A while back, somebody was upset and they wanted to jump off the bridge. And they were really, really upset. And I just can't help but to see what these people keep saying around me. A lot of the people around me were saying, oh my God, I wish this guy would just jump already or do what he's going to do. Like, decide if you want to live or die and just pick, because you can't hold up traffic, blah, blah, blah. You all are so disgusting as human beings. You're all a disease. Humanity is a disease, because the reality is that humanity now has turned into something where it's caused humanity to be less human, less humane. People don't understand why people feel a specific way, why people are upset, why people are in a bad place, as they say. Listen, let me be honest with you. Most truthers are always in a bad place, and they do what they have to do to try and feel like there's some kind of hope. And I'm one of those ones. And I honestly, things like this make me feel like there is no hope for humanity. And I wonder, why is it that I do what I do? I do what I do because I still feel that there are people who understand certain things. You know, and real quick, I'm looking. This HARP project, electromagnetic warfare. Take a look at this. Many conspiracy theories aren't just theories. Okay, you see this? Is the HARP project a weather control weapon? They are never going to tell you. If you think you can just do one little ad search, wanttoknow.info, who's that funded by? Who owns that site? I can tell you who owns websites. I can tell you who real truthers are that put up websites that actually give you really good information. I don't know how many times that this has been out already where people have been explaining this particular type of stuff happening. Listen, I think that they are going to do some very serious weather weaponry in our near future. But let me move on so that you all understand this, okay? Global warming. Why is all this stuff connected? It's all connected. Global warming, climate change, the rising of the average temperature of Earth's climate system, called global warming, is driving changes in rainfall patterns and extreme weather. So you're telling me that this is a weather control organization, a HARP research facility, as well as all of these other colleges and things like that admit to geoengineering, as well as the patents going back to 1891 when they first made it rain, and all of a sudden they want you to believe that this climate change is natural. We do not live in a natural world anymore. The clouds you see above your head are fake. The sky you see above your head is fake. The ground below you has minerals. It has a whole bunch of stuff in it that is absolutely dying. And it's dying because of all the toxins and all of the man-made creative projects that these people do. They spray up in the sky with the SAI, which is called stratospheric aerosol injections. If you don't know what that is, they decide to spray in the sky. They decide to do this. It falls down to the ground and it heats up Earth, etc. But that's inconsequential. It doesn't matter whether or not it's heating up Earth. The fact is that it's toxic and it's poisoning the ground that we walk on. It's poisoning the air that we breathe. We are no longer breathing natural air. We're no longer drinking natural water. We are no longer having natural weather. The climate is not normal. Nothing's normal. Seasons are not normal. Nothing's happening normal. And it's not because we are doing anything. It's because the people we are funding to protect us are putting us in danger. How can you have global warming if Earth isn't even a globe to begin with? There's so many people that just want to fight back against that instead of realizing that Nazis created NASA. They tell you that Nazis created NASA, even if you do not believe in flat Earth. Nazis created NASA. You're better off saying you don't know what we live on. But I'm sorry, if you don't realize at this point, if you haven't decided to look into NASA, you are so far behind. This is another reason why we are here in this area where we are now, in the time that we're in now. We're looking out at the stars and we're looking out into space. What is space going to do for us? How is space going to help us in any kind of way? I don't care what they do out in so-called space. I don't care about Narnia. I don't care about the closet. I'll burn the house down with the lion inside, the witch as well. You understand? Because Narnia has no effect on what we do now. So many people want to sit here and defend this stupid company that gets over $50-some million a day. And you all are losing sleep over Earth is this and Earth is that and blah, blah, blah. We already we've established now. I think people look retarded when they sit up here and talk about space. We can't even put out a couple fires over in California, and these people are talking about going to Mars. Let me show you how stupid you look. Even if Earth was a globe, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. We still can never go anywhere because we can't even put out fires in one of our states. Can't even go to the bottom of the ocean to even see what's down there because of the pressure. And these people are talking about they got robots on Mars. It really shows exactly when you look at all this and you start thinking in your head, all these people think that NASA's making some kind of crazy explorations and doing something amazing, which they're not. They're just taking your money. And then on top of that, they think all of these hurricanes that's happening in the middle of America, hurricane, which you need water for, is happening in the middle of America is absolutely normal. HARP is not doing anything, even though they tell you right here that this is a weather control weapon, because so many people have understood some of this, that a lot of you guys don't understand this. Now, all of a sudden, you think climate change is actually real. No. You don't know anything about geoengineering at all, which has already been proven. Earth Science, Britannica, Geoengineering Watch. Okay, all of this stuff. This stuff is legitimate and has been going on. How can you have, this is the height of hypocrisy. We have geoengineering where we can control the weather. Even Kennedy said we have already mastered weather control. And yet these people tell you that global warming is out of our control. That's insane. It's absolute madness. This is why we're dealing with what we're dealing with right now. This is why. Because you guys can't understand it. They're telling you lies right there. They're telling you lies and truth right on top of each other. They're contradicting themselves every time they talk. They say the moon is in space. Now the moon is in Earth's atmosphere. They say we can't control the weather, but we have climate engineering and we can control climate engineering. And global warming is a thing where it's automatically doing itself, but we can control climate, but we can at the same. Do you see how stupid it sounds? This is another reason why we're here. Because every time that you talk about sports boycotting, sports this, sports that, sports are fake. They use magnets in these rims on the basketball courts to fool the masses, to lie to people. Sports is completely fake. These people are getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars a year. I never even met this little freak right here, LeBron and the rest of them. I don't know who they are. We don't even know if they're real people. And literally, do you know how many people are way better than LeBron at playing basketball? All right, I'm actually 5'9", and I can put my elbow in a rim. Do you understand? I jump just as high as that dude, and that dude has almost a foot on me. You all just don't seem to understand anything. Now, I'm not talking to my subscribers. I'm talking to anybody who's brand new to this topic. You're not even supposed to still be watching sports. Sports has been canceled. Why are these people even on the news? Why? Sports is canceled. I'm not listening to what these freaks say on here. You shouldn't be either. This is another thing they use to distract the masses. Only problem with the sports is they would have let it run, but if they had let the sports continue going, nobody would get upset, and they couldn't have this civil unrest that they have now. They couldn't have this unrest. They couldn't have these riots because people will be sitting home playing NBA 2K25 and all this other stupid crap because that's how brainwashed idiots zombies are. If you're literally watching sports, just go jump in a river. Go do the world a final service and go jump in the river. That will be the greatest thing you achieve in your entire life if you are a sports fan. Sorry, this is going to be a harsh stream. I don't care if you like it. Actually, I want you to take offense to it. Thank you. Let me move on. Tartarian architecture. All of these old structures that are impossible to be created today. Pictures of them everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. Pictures of them everywhere. Everywhere. The old armory that they be using for porn and crap like that in San Francisco. Hopefully that place does burn to the ground. But regardless of what I'm saying, all of these buildings and all of this technology could not even be achieved by today's standards. And this stuff was already here in the mid 1800s. John Levi has done over 120 videos covering this exact thing. All of his documentaries and stuff like that, showing all of these buildings from each state to different countries and everything else. You know, I tried to explain this to my dad a little bit ago, and he can't wrap his head around it. You know, he's so stuck. And there's something I'm going to show him, and you know, I'll talk about that later because I want to keep this video short. But you all need to understand something. They completely lied about history. We don't even know whether George Washington even existed. Let me put it to you like that. You have no idea. You have no proof of anything past 1850, if you really want to be honest. A little bit ago, Russian Vids just did a video and he exposed Stonehenge. I'm not going to pull it up right now. He exposed Stonehenge. Stonehenge, they got people right out there with cranes. They got people building Stonehenge, and they literally said Stonehenge was built 3000 BC. Let me explain this. Let me explain this. When was Stonehenge built? 3000, between 3000 and 1500 BC, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I got videos of it being built. Look it up. Look up Stonehenge fake hoax. Okay? And you'll actually see some of the film of them building it. There's a lot of people that might say, oh, this is fake film. I'm not listening to your nonsense anymore. This is only one example. Everything that you know about history is a complete lie. Every single thing. They didn't lie about part of it like I used to think, you know, years ago. I used to think, yeah, some stuff isn't true. Yeah, NASA stands for never a straight answer. Actually, NASA stands for not a space agency because everything they release is a lie, not just some of it. They're not hiding aliens. I mean, we have so many wild conspiracy theories out here now that I even cringe watching some of these people that I see try and pretend to spread the truth. Like they pretend like they actually know something. And they say, well, the reptilians are coming. Who's that? That's Sam Tripoli, which I don't like Sam Tripoli. I don't like him at all. Why? Because Sam Tripoli is he's a Hollywood shill as well. You know, he's kind of like Owen Benjamin. There's a right and there's a wrong. There's people who are lying and there's people who are telling you the truth. That's all it is to it. All the people that write our books, 100% a lie. All the history on here, 100% a lie. History Channel, history.com, that's the reference. Completely lying. They can't even give you an exact date. How are you just going to say this is between 3,000 and 1,500? So 1,500 years, just give or take a couple hundred or 1,000? I mean, you guys, come on, man. You know, this is why this video is one of my most important videos, because this is really showing you all of the things that we're wrapped up in right now. The medical field. This is Dr. Andrew Kaufman. You need to look him up. He's also a Richie from Boston, and he explains the COVID-19 issue, and he explains all of this stuff. So we got doctors who are lying to us, guys. And I'm not talking about Andy Kaufman. He's actually telling you a lot of truth and backing it up. Okay. From the book, if you remember what I said about the book, What Really Makes You Ill, Why Everything You Thought About Disease is Wrong, by Don Lester and David Parker. Okay. He was on that podcast with them as well. You need to look these up if YouTube hasn't taken them offline, but they have some of them on their websites. So you need to go to Andrew Kaufman's website and contact him for whatever type of, advice that you need or any questioning. You know, he's really good. But we got other doctors out here who are lying to us. So not only is the science community and the geographic type of, all of this stuff, they're lying to us about Earth, lying to us about space, lying to us about the health, and lying to us about the history. Do you all understand? Every single thing that they do is a lie. Meanwhile, they are in the middle of the news doing stuff like this. This 17-year-old shoots a couple people carrying a weapon down the street, blah, blah, blah. Psyop after psyop after psyop. All you people keep doing. I'm Black Lives Matter, and oh God, I got to kill as many white people as possible because they all hate me. And the news tells me that all white people are racist. I see that there's nothing but white people out at these Black Lives Matter protests, but there's too many of them that are not there. If they're not there, they need to have their businesses burned down, and we need to riot because we don't know what we're rioting for, but we are going to riot. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to riot. We're going to shoot people. Okay, listen, I'm not on either side of this. See this little retard with this gun? Apparently there's a open carry law where you can actually go there and carry weapons openly and all this other stupid stuff. I don't know. If you go out to a riot and you have a weapon, no matter what, if the riot is not being documented as a riot and it's being documented as a peaceful protest and you have a weapon, you are going to look like the bad guy. And this guy does look like the bad guy, especially after he shot a couple people. Okay. Did he get attacked? Yes, he did get attacked. But ask yourself this question. Why exactly would you attack somebody who has a rifle? Are you retarded? You don't attack people with rifles. That's like saying that the military goes over to China and they all attack them with swords. It's like, no, you don't run up and attack people with a melee weapon if they have a weapon that actually shoots a projectile. I thought we established that. Did we not? Did we not? I might be late, maybe, because I think most of you are still stuck in the Stone Ages. So I'm pretty, which didn't exist, by the way. Let me put that out there. The Stone Age was not real. Nothing of history was really documented the way it really happened. Nothing. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you even got proof. There's so much evidence and proof that I have that I don't have to listen to any more of your proof that you have that any one thing was documented properly. Okay? Because it doesn't matter. Your one thing was documented properly in history? Cool. I got 1 million things that weren't. So tell me, where does yours measure up? One against a million. What's the percentage rate on that? You see how when you got organizations that lie so much that even if they tell the truth, it doesn't matter. Have you ever heard of the little boy who cried wolf? Have you ever heard of it? Do you not understand it? If you lie enough that your credibility drops, do you not understand that even if NASA did go to the moon, none of us have a right anymore to believe what they say? We don't. They already lied too much. Now, do you all understand this? Do you understand it? This is the logic that a lot of people are not able to realize, that these lies have already been proven. They're already been proven. psyop after psyop after psyop, false flag after false flag. This is all it's going to be. It's going to keep spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading. And they want the police locked away, and they want split in division against black versus white, sort of race war. Let's fight. Take the guns away. Because retarded 17-year-olds don't understand that they can't walk down the street with weapons. That if everybody in that state decided to do that, you would have a full-on war. And with the military coming in there, all it takes is one person on their side to shoot at them. And then all of a sudden, they're going to open fire on the general public as well. Do you not understand how you can't do that? It's one thing if you defend your home. It's another thing when you're carrying weapons around in the street, shooting people that you decide need to be shot. Who are you to decide that? Who are the cops to decide that? And who is the military to decide that? None of you are anybody to decide that. The only person you have a right to take out is yourself. Let me be clear about that. All of these things serve an agenda. Doesn't matter what it is. Every single thing. All of these things. This character here, right here, you know who he is. Just not worth my time to mention. I've watched a lot of different videos from this guy, and it's really amazing. It really is. The whole thing amazes me. I do see this. I do want to know what Tucker Carlson has to say about, like, I don't know what this is. I do want to know what he said about this guy. If there's a report, because I like to hear what he says, because I hear both sides of what the news says, and I see how the division works. But Tucker Carlson actually has a little tiny brain, so he's able to actually see some things. But let me keep moving, because I kind of stalled right there. You guys don't really understand. This is only 41. I'm doing a playlist of every secret society that's like, honestly, I got a book that I picked up and bought from a store that I seen that they were selling right there, secret societies. And I mean, there's secret societies I've never even heard of in this book. And it's literally right there, and they're telling you that all of these rappers are part of Aleister Crowley's group. They come out and tell you the same stuff right in the book that you can buy at your local Walgreens. And people still don't understand this. So take a look at this. The Apostles, B and C, Belmont, Desmos, Ink and Needle, Griffon, Leviathan, Ox, or OX, Octa, Red Mask, Scroll and Key is in that book. I'm going to go over them. Skull and Bones is in that. Spade and Grave, Sphinx, St. Elmo's, Whiskey and Coke, Wolf's Head. All of these organizations. Do you understand? These are from Yale. These are from Yale. Do you understand? These are just from Yale. This is at Yale. It's different societies right at one college. You all have absolutely no idea what you're even getting into. Freemasonry, this is 79, just mentioned on a random search right here. Rosie Cruz, I believe that's the Rosicrucian. Rosie Cross, Red Cross, Rosicrucianism, Royal Arcanum, Knights of the Golden Eagle, Knights of the Maccabees, the Boule. I know you know who the Boule are, right? You should if you don't. If you don't, you might be retarded. You know? Who's that guy that does that one joke? I want to do a playlist. You know, that one comedian on the like I said, dude, I don't even pay attention to these celebrities anymore. I don't even know their names anymore. He's a comedian, and he does that comedy tour, and he's like, you might be a redneck if you, I'm gonna do my own, and I'm gonna be like, you might be a retard if you don't know who the Rosicrucians are. That's right. Check it out. I'm gonna try it. You might be a retard if you don't know who the ancient order of the Druids are. And you also might be a retard if you don't know who the Odin Brotherhood is. No, actually, let me change it. You are a retard if you don't know what the Freemasons are or what they're about. And you are a retard. You know, that's actually what I'm going to start doing. Because I think a lot of people need to actually look this stuff up and actually learn about this, because these people have meetings, they go, this is why we're in the situation that we're in right now. I did a podcast on this group, NAMBLA. This is the North American Man Boy Love Association. And you heard me correctly. And they are allowed to do what they do here. Do you understand? They are trying to destroy the age of consent. They don't want that around here. You know what I'm saying? You see the little hand inside the big hand? This is literally what you think it is. And they're allowed to exist here. Okay? This is partly why we're in the situation we're in. So that is called NAMBLA. You understand? The North American Man Boy Love Association is a pedophilia and pedestrian advocacy organization in the United States allowed to exist. All right, fine, cool. They got their own organization. They got members up in high levels. Like I read something. I heard, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg is part of their organization. I don't know if I can verify that, but guess what, guys? I don't have to. He's worth like $60 billion. I can say what I want. Screw him. He's part of anything I want him to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what these people do, because I know what they're about. I want them shut down. That's what I want. I don't care how many people begin to be part of that stuff. I don't. You all just have to realize all of those things are part of why we are in the situation we are in right now. Because you don't understand that viruses cannot survive hot conditions. And you can't understand that viruses cannot be spread in certain types of ways. You have to do your research and learn about what viruses are and what they are not. And a lot of doctors like him and Carrie Madeg, I think her name is, explain this really, really well. And if you guys don't look these people up, they are going to be taken off the internet before you get a chance to actually look any of them up. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, because I think I am. There's also Cern, another organization that decides to control weather, is what they're actually doing. They're actually causing atmospheric issues. A lot of people from like Richie from Boston's channel think that they're trying to get demons or something. Listen. Let me cut all this stuff off. The Mandela effect is fake. Number one, I'm gonna say it every time. It's fake. It's a hoax, and it's a lie. And they cannot get into the heavens. Number one, they cannot break through the veil. Number two, if they had, they wouldn't be going through all the stuff that they're going through right now. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm gonna tell you all these supercomputers and all this other stuff that people think that these people are looking into different realms. No, they are not looking into different realms. They are creating artificial intelligence, which is computers made by computers, which means that it just gets more advanced and more advanced and more advanced over and over and over again. Human brains are not part of it. They're not putting anything together. This is artificial intelligence creating it, making it however they want it to be. And just like Geordie Rose said, he said that they're not evil. What he was talking about with the old ones, and I'll be clear about this, what he was talking about with the old ones was he was talking about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not on your side. Artificial intelligence is not on anyone's side. Do you all understand? Artificial intelligence is on its own side by itself. Okay? It's not on your side. If it gets data that says that the earth is overpopulated, then it's going to say, yes, we need to exterminate people. Do you all understand? It's not evil. It just has bad data, and it's going to follow bad data. The same way all people in America are going to keep following the same thing. We are really, really in a lot of danger, you guys. We're in a lot of danger. We're in more danger than you possibly could ever imagine in your little tiny brains and wildest dreams. We're in a significant amount of danger. And all of us as a whole need to wake up before it's all over with, because this is a very significant problem. Beware of YouTube and all of these other fake people, the Patriot Hour channel, you are fake. You are fake, and you're destroying our world. All of you pro-Trumpers, you woke societies, woke society, YouTube. Woke societies, you are destroying our world with your nonsense lies, posing as a red pill or a blue pill. You're lying, saying Trump is going to save us. You are a liar. You're a liar. This is why we have the problems we have, because people won't, you don't understand that we're in a very serious amount of danger. And we need to get a plan before it's way too late. I've had it. I've been at this level of frustration for a long time now. And that's why I've been slow with some of my videos, but I am going to be putting out some more videos really, really soon. But I'm really frustrated. You know, I'm going to end it here because I haven't eaten and I'm tired. And I think this is about half of what's wrong. So I tried to cover half in 30 minutes. This is half of what's wrong. There's a whole separate side, which is part of religion and part of the laws and part of everything else that we got in place that's creating this stupid world that we're in. However, if you put yourself on a flat earth, none of these things actually exist. You realize that you can get whatever you want from the earth, that all of medicines are naturally holistic. They come from the earth and they can save every single one of us. And that if you eat pure, you will never get sick. You will never get diseases if you actually get 100% natural things. That we are just being exterminated. And if you can't understand this, you know what I mean? Like all you people who think the earth is a bowl, you want climate change. You want wildfires. You want earthquakes. You want natural disasters. All globers, and this is what flat earthers need to start taking up on their arsenal so that you honestly can get people's attention. Globe earthers and globe believers, as well as NASA and other people who promote this globe, want these natural disasters. They want destruction. They want chaos. They want to fill children's minds with dreams of going beyond Earth that they'll never be able to ever do and never achieve. They spread nothing but lies and propaganda, and they want earthquakes. They want people to die. That's why they believe in a spinning space ball that's flying through space that could be destroyed at any moment. They want you to feel like you're nothing. They are promoting that. And if more flat earthers would actually attack them directly in that fashion and show that they are evil for promoting things and striking fear into people's minds, they could turn more tides. Because to believe that you're on a spinning space ball that could be destroyed at any moment from a giant crater, meteor, whatever, is nothing but fear. And you're installing that in children's minds at a very young age, that they could die, that life isn't even worth living. You're harming children. Fight the flat earth, you child abusing pedo. All right, anyway, guys, I'm done. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. You're on limited borrowed time. Wake up.